Groovy English Podcast.
Hey there! Welcome back to Groovy English. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Aiden. We share real stories, useful tips, and everyday English to help you grow with confidence.
Wherever you are in your English learning journey, we're glad you're here.
If you're enjoying the podcast, feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with a friend. Let's get started.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Groovy English, the show where we make learning English feel smooth, fun, and part of your everyday life. I'm Isabella, your host, and today we're talking about something you do every single day, your morning routine, but we're giving it a twist. We're going to make your morning a language learning powerhouse, without adding more hours to your schedule. When we say morning ritual, we're not just talking about brushing your teeth and making coffee. A ritual is something you do on purpose, in a certain way, to set the tone for your day. And when you bring English into that ritual, you're telling your brain, this is a language I live in, not just study. That shift in mindset is huge. Think about your current mornings. Most people have a sequence they follow without thinking. Wake up, check phone, shower, breakfast, maybe some news. Imagine if just 3 of those steps happened in English. It could be listening, speaking, reading, or even thinking in English. You'd be stacking practice into time you're already using. Let's start with English in your first 5 minutes. As soon as you wake up, try narrating your actions out loud in English. I'm opening the curtains. I'm making my bed. I'm stretching my arms. It's simple vocabulary, but you're doing 2 things at once, activating your brain in English and warming up your voice. If talking out loud feels awkward, try thinking in English during those first minutes. Give yourself a morning question, something like, what's my plan for today? Answer it in your head in English. You'll be surprised how quickly your brain adapts to switching languages in that soft, just woke up state. Now let's move into the bathroom. Yes, English can follow you there. If you brush your teeth for 2 minutes, that's 2 minutes of listening practice. Play a short podcast, an affirmation track, or even a news briefing in English. Keep it short so you don't feel pressure, and so your brain gets used to receiving English without heavy concentration. When it's time for coffee or breakfast, try adding visual English input. This could be reading a short article, scanning English headlines, or even following an English language recipe. If you make oatmeal, read the instructions in English. If you make eggs, try describing your steps out loud. I'm cracking the egg. I'm heating the pan. This is where we need to talk about pairing language with routine. The more you connect a certain English activity to a specific part of your morning, the more automatic it becomes. For example, maybe coffee time always means listening to an English song. Brushing teeth always means listening to a short podcast. Over time, your brain associates that daily habit with English input, so it feels natural rather than forced. A lot of learners tell me, but mornings are busy, I don't have time for extra learning. And that's the beauty here, we're not adding time, we're replacing part of your routine with English-friendly versions. Instead of checking the news in your first language, do it in English. Instead of scrolling social media in your first language, watch an English creator for 5 minutes. Let's talk about the shower, a surprisingly good place for English practice. Your voice sounds different there, and the private setting helps you relax. You can practice tongue twisters, repeat phrases from your favorite shows, or just talk about your plans for the day. The warm environment even helps your vocal cords, making your speech smoother. Once you're dressed and moving into your workday, try a 2-sentence journal in English. Write down one thing you're grateful for and one thing you want to accomplish. This tiny writing habit helps you practice sentence structure, positive vocabulary, and intention setting, all before you leave the house. If you commute, that's bonus English time. Whether you're driving, walking, or on public transport, you can do focused listening. Choose something appropriate for your energy level, maybe a relaxed conversation podcast if you're still waking up, or something more energetic if you need motivation. For those who work from home, your commute might just be moving from one room to another. Still, use that short transition as a language checkpoint. Say your goals for the day in English, either out loud or in your head. This creates a mental switch into work mode while reinforcing speaking practice. I also recommend morning affirmations in English. Affirmations aren't magic, but they help set a confident tone. For example, I communicate clearly. I learn something new every day. My English improves with every conversation. Saying these daily creates a mental anchor. You start believing them, and your actions follow. Now, if you want to push your morning ritual even further, you can do layered practice. That means combining 2 skills at once, like reading along while you listen, or speaking along while you write. For example, if you watch a short English video, pause and repeat the lines out loud. This makes your learning time twice as effective without taking extra minutes. One common question is, should you focus on speaking, listening, reading, or writing in the morning? The answer: pick what energizes you. If reading makes you sleepy, skip it in the morning and do listening or speaking instead. Your morning ritual should make you feel awake and confident, not drained. It's also important to keep your morning English practice low pressure. This is not the time for grammar drills or long essays. Think of it like stretching before a workout. It's a warm-up for your brain. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to get moving in the language. Consistency beats intensity here. A 2-minute English habit done every day will have more impact than a 20-minute habit you do once a week. The key is repetition. Your brain loves patterns, and a morning ritual gives it exactly that. If you live with other people, you can involve them too. Maybe you greet them in English, or have a word of the day you all use. Shared rituals are more fun and they keep you accountable. Even if they're not learning English, they might enjoy picking up a few phrases. Let's address the elephant in the room. Mornings don't always go as planned. You might oversleep, have an early appointment, or just feel too tired. That's okay. The point is to have flexible rituals. If you can't do your full routine, pick one tiny piece, like listening to a 60-second English clip, so you still keep the chain alive. Over time, you'll notice your brain starts using English without effort in those morning slots. You'll wake up and instinctively turn on an English podcast. You'll make breakfast and naturally describe what you're doing. That's the moment when learning stops feeling like homework and starts feeling like life. Before we wrap up, let's map out a sample 10-minute morning ritual in English. 1. Wake up and narrate 3 actions out loud. 2. Brush teeth while listening to a short English podcast. 3. Make breakfast while reading 1 English headline. 4. Write 2 sentences in your journal. 5. Say 1 affirmation in English before starting work. That's it, short, doable, and surprisingly powerful. If you repeat this for a month, you'll not only improve your English skills, but you'll also build a stronger sense of confidence and connection with the language. Remember, your morning ritual doesn't have to look like mine. Customize it. If you love music, make it a music-based ritual. If you're a news person, make it news-based. The only rule is, keep it consistent, keep it light, and make it something you look forward to. Another fun way to bring English into your mornings is to use sticky notes. Place them on objects you use every day, mirror, kettle, fridge, with their English names or a short phrase. Seeing them daily reinforces vocabulary effortlessly. You can even swap them out weekly for new words to keep things fresh. If you like cooking in the morning, try following an English recipe video while you make breakfast. You'll hear verbs like chop, pour, mix, and stir in context, which helps them stick in your memory. Cooking is a multisensory experience, so pairing it with language makes it more memorable. For those who enjoy a quiet, reflective morning, mindful reading in English can be a great ritual. Pick a short inspirational passage, a poem, or even a quote. Read it slowly, noticing the rhythm and word choice. This combines mindfulness with vocabulary building, making it both calming and productive. Music lovers can build a playlist of morning English songs that are easy to sing along to. Singing helps you internalize pronunciation and stress patterns without conscious effort. Start with slow, clear songs and gradually add more complex ones. Before long, the lyrics will be part of your active vocabulary. If you prefer a more physical start to the day, consider doing morning stretches or light exercise with English instructions. Follow a short workout video in English, paying attention to action words and directions. The movement helps you associate English with energy and positivity. You can also introduce a word of the day ritual. Write it on a card, say it out loud 3 times, and try to use it once before lunch. Over time, you'll have a growing bank of words that you've actively used, not just memorized. For coffee or tea drinkers, make that moment your listening anchor. While the water boils or the coffee brews, play a 2 to 3 minute English clip. Keep it short so it's easy to commit to every day, and make it something you enjoy, maybe a comedy sketch, a language tip, or a bit of news. If you like to journal, try sentence expansion in the morning. Start with 1 simple sentence, "It's sunny today." Then expand it, "It's sunny today, so I'm planning to go for a walk after work." This practice gently pushes your grammar and vocabulary without feeling like homework. Another quick idea is morning voice notes. Record yourself talking about your plans for the day, then listen back later. This builds self-awareness about pronunciation and fluency, and it's satisfying to hear your progress over time. For those who often feel too tired in the morning, keep your English input passive at first. Play an English podcast in the background as you get ready. Even if you're not catching every word, you're still training your ear to recognize sounds, rhythm, and common phrases. You can also make your phone part of your ritual. Change your phone's language settings to English so that every swipe, tap, and notification becomes a mini vocabulary lesson. It might feel odd at first, but you'll quickly learn tech-related terms you use daily. Pairing English with morning gratitude can also work wonders. Each day, say or write down one thing you're grateful for, in English. Gratitude boosts mood and confidence, and you get bonus speaking or writing practice. If you like mental challenges in the morning, try a quick English puzzle or quiz. Apps, crosswords, or even one trivia question can wake up your brain while reinforcing vocabulary. This can be your coffee for the mind. Some people find that reading aloud in the morning sharpens their pronunciation for the rest of the day. Choose a short news paragraph or book excerpt and read it clearly, focusing on intonation. Just 2 to 3 minutes can make a difference in how confident you feel speaking later. You could also try a shadowing exercise. Play a short English clip and repeat exactly what you hear, matching speed and intonation. It's like verbal stretching before you speak to others. Shadowing builds fluency and rhythm faster than many traditional exercises. For visual learners, start your day with English imagery, like infographics, memes, or comics. Visual content often makes vocabulary stick better, especially if it's funny or emotionally engaging. You might also incorporate a two truths and a lie game with yourself in English. Think of 2 real facts about your day and 1 false one, then try telling them smoothly in English. It's playful and gets your brain working creatively. If you have kids or family members around, invite them into a morning English challenge. Maybe you all greet each other in English or compete to find the longest word you can say before breakfast. Shared play turns practice into bonding time. Another ritual you might enjoy is speaking to your plants or pets in English. Yes, it might feel silly at first, but they're the best audience. They never interrupt, and they won't judge your grammar. It's a safe way to experiment with words, tone, and even storytelling. If you commute in the morning, make that time English-only listening time. Whether you're walking, driving, or taking public transport, put on a podcast or audiobook you genuinely enjoy. Consistency here is key. The daily habit turns passive listening into natural understanding. For early risers who love a calm start, try English affirmations. These are short, positive statements like, "I am improving my English every day," or "I speak with confidence and clarity." Repeating them out loud can set the tone for both your mindset and your language learning. If you're into photography or capturing moments, take one morning photo and write a short English caption for it. It doesn't have to be perfect, just a few words describing the mood, the light, or the scene. Over time, you create a visual diary and a writing practice rolled into one. Those who love tech can turn to voice assistants. Ask your smart speaker or phone for the weather, news, or a fun fact, in English. It's quick, interactive, and gets you using spoken English naturally without needing another person there. If you make a to-do list in the morning, try writing just the verbs in English. Call, email, buy, check. Seeing them daily helps you internalize action words, and you can expand later by writing full English sentences. You might also dedicate one morning a week to English media exploration. On that day, browse a news site, watch a short video, or read an article you wouldn't normally choose, just for variety and challenge. For coffee shop regulars, try ordering your drink in English if possible. If that's not an option, simply rehearse the order in English quietly to yourself while waiting in line. It's a low-pressure way to make language part of real-life routines. Another tip is to pair English with creativity. Maybe you sketch your breakfast and label it in English, or write a haiku about your morning mood. Creative language use tends to stick in your memory longer. If you like to plan your day out loud, make it your morning briefing in English. Pretend you're the host of your own mini news show, summarizing your tasks, goals, or even the weather. It can be funny, dramatic, or completely casual. For those who struggle to find time, set a timer for just 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, speak, write, or read in English. You'll be surprised at how even short bursts create momentum when done daily. You could also follow a morning English checklist. Something like, listen to one phrase, read one sentence, say one sentence, learn one new word. It's predictable, quick, and easy to stick to. If you're learning English with friends, send each other a morning challenge message. For example, use the word sunrise in a sentence today. This adds a playful social element to your ritual. Consider doing a reverse translation exercise in the morning. Take a sentence in your first language, translate it to English, and then check how close you were to a natural version. It's a simple but powerful way to learn phrasing. If you live with someone who also speaks English, set a morning conversation rule. Maybe you only speak English during breakfast. Having a set time for English at home makes it easier to commit without overthinking. Another lovely idea is morning gratitude audio notes. Instead of writing, record yourself saying what you're grateful for in English. Later, listen to them when you need motivation. You'll hear both your growth and your positivity. You can also make your morning theme-based. 1 week, focus on food vocabulary. The next, on weather phrases. Having a weekly theme keeps learning organized and gives you a reason to repeat certain words. If you're often in a rush, prepare an English on the go kit, maybe a playlist, a few screenshots of vocabulary, or an app shortcut. That way, no matter how busy the morning, you still get a small dose of English. If you often check your phone first thing, try making your lock screen an English quote or phrase you love. That way, the very first words you read in the morning are in English, and they set a positive tone for your day. You could also create a morning word jar. Write down interesting English words on small slips of paper, put them in a jar, and pick one each morning. Your challenge is to use that word in a sentence or conversation before the day ends. If you enjoy cooking breakfast, talk yourself through each step out loud in English. Describe what you're doing, the ingredients, and even the smells. This not only builds vocabulary but also makes cooking feel more mindful and fun. Try pairing your morning English with something you already never skip, like brushing your teeth or making tea. For example, you could mentally list 5 English adjectives while waiting for the kettle to boil. Anchoring English to a solid habit helps it stick. If your mornings are quiet, use that calm to read aloud from a book or article in English. Focus on rhythm and pronunciation rather than speed. Even 3 minutes a day builds confidence over time. For people who thrive on challenges, set a no translation morning rule. From the moment you wake up until you leave the house, think only in English. It's tough at first, but it strengthens your brain's ability to stay in the language. You might also keep a morning reflections notebook where you write one small observation about your morning in English, the weather, your mood, or a sound you hear. Over time, this becomes a personal snapshot of your English progress. And if you want to boost your speaking courage, record a 1-minute morning video diary in English. You can keep it private or share it with a learning group. Looking back at old clips will show you just how far you've come. Bear in mind that your morning ritual is a promise to yourself. It's not about perfection or quantity, it's about showing up for your English every day, in a way that feels natural and enjoyable. The consistency will do the heavy lifting for you. Finally, try to keep your ritual flexible. Some mornings you might do 5 minutes, others you might have time for 20. The important part is that English shows up in your morning in some form, so it becomes part of your identity, not just your to-do list. So tomorrow morning, try 1 English touch point in your routine. Then next week, add a second. Soon, you'll have a full ritual that feels as natural as brushing your teeth, but with the bonus of daily language growth. Thanks for joining me today on Groovy English. If you enjoyed this episode, try your own English morning ritual tomorrow and share it with me. I'd love to hear your version. Until next time, keep it groovy, keep it consistent, and keep your morning speaking English.
Your English is shining brighter by the minute. Hit that next video to keep leveling up your skills. Or dive into our other episodes for more secrets to talk like a pro. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to join the Groovy English crew.